Welcome. Jehova fethu Shapuzeti Mnandi. It's your host of the Underdog Podcast ZA. Msotra Deep Esoweto Bafethu Echozi. I'm your host Utempo Tsinyi, New Age Stapura, Dirty Harry. Remember, it's not what you call me that's important, it's what I respond to. Today, once again, I keep saying this all the time because, you know, we profile ordinary people doing extraordinary things. We have today as well a guest. I'll let him introduce himself, as always. Buaka? Who's it? Welcome to Neo. Welcome. It's Bra Mathunga, Neo, Blacksmith. Which one?
Who do you want to meet first?
I want to meet Neo first.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Neo was good. Neo was tired, but Neo was fresh.
He's tired,
Neo was
but
okay.
fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh. Always fresh.
Yeah.
Always, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Thank you for coming.
No, for sure. Come on, bro. We couldn't miss this opportunity.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's an opportunity to be amongst creatives.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I think I last saw you last year.
Yeah.
2 years back.
2 years back, yeah.
2 years back, yeah.
But
we knew this has always had to happen.
It had to.
It had to.
How could it not? As you can see, I'm rocking. I'm, you know, we out here flexing, you know. So, come on now. Who's Neo? Just give us like a rough background. Yeah, Neo, man. For those that don't know.
Okay, so Neo Mgomezulu.
Okay.
Yeah, Neo Mgomezulu, also Makoko, so Kimuzutu. Yeah.
like most of us.
Yeah. No, like a nigga from Soweto, you know, Shawela, you know, a nigga that just loves creating, loves doing, you know, loves God, you know, loves family, loves structure, is bored with everything stagnant, always wants to create, always wants to break some rule. You know,
okay, so it's a thing. You always want to break some
You have
rule.
to. That's the only way you're going to stand out. Break some rules.
True.
But first, before you break the rules, you need to understand them. Because when you understand them, you know how not to break them.
Yeah.
But then now, when you understand the rules, you're like, sharp. If then this T-shirt had to be black and white, that's traditional. You know?
Yeah.
Then if you do it black on black, whether you like it or not, it will catch your attention somehow. So that's the rule you break. So you need to know first.
I see where you're going. That's very creative.
So my whole thing, Une was just that person who's always wanted to do things himself.
Yeah.
Who's always never liked formal structure because I don't like to be boxed.
Yeah.
I get bored very quickly, you know, because I understand things very, very quickly. Okay. And the moment I understand it, I do it, then I get bored because I understand it now. Yeah. Then I want to know more about it, you know. So Leon to Leo sort of worked at school because school is structure, but it was boring also because I felt like a cheat code, you know, whereby I understand what the teacher is saying, but niggas are like, but I understand it. So to show you that I know this, then it meant to go to 20, I think grade 11. 2003. I was doing grade 11. That's when actually most of this started. Okay. Yeah, but at a different level, of course. Yeah. Then now it was, I think, do you know Eskela CV sangit?
Yeah, there's the civics days, you know.
Yeah. And then me being me, I was like, do the thing with clothes, you know. Come from obviously, you know, not so good background, you know. Then I was like, I think that was my first encounter with creativity, actually. Yeah. Because I knew what I had to wear something dope, you know. I've always wanted to look dope, but I understood the background that I was in, you know. Then I was like, what do I have that I can make something? And ukumbule, but we'll talk about it pambili, but it works on this, the creative process. You know? I didn't know it then, but now that I understand it was that. You know, I was like, sharp, what do I have? I have 2 pens, one korti, one tighty. You know, then I'm like, alright, le korti, if I can add a layer, a quadro. And I also understood contrast also, Gucci. I can't do just standing. There's to be quadro standing. Then I took this one, added the length of it, I sharp silang lingan. But now, because I didn't have shoes, there's a cousin Yami Puchwa. ama boots of Bronx. Do you know Bronx?
Yeah, I remember the Bronx.
Yeah.
You believe in
Timberland. Yeah. One guy Leo. So you must understand, I must make it fit now.
To what you're trying to create.
To fit the shoes because it's all I have.
Okay.
Yeah, so now that I've added the length of the shoe, of the jean, now I need to make it cool.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, hipster. That's when I open it on the side. All of this in sandler, you know? Oh, because I saw my Bra Mathunga now and then. I was like, I can do it also.
Yeah.
You know? Then I did it, get to Scalar, everyone goes mad. You know, that's the first taste of fame, and I was like, I want more of this.
The dopamine.
Yeah, I was like, I want more of this, you know?
Yeah.
Then I think, Neo started growing then, you know, started understanding, okay, what is this? Okay, this is fashion industry. I don't like it. I'm not a stylish person.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand style, but I understand what I was doing. It was clothes. But it was not fashion. I was not consciously doing something fashionable.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I was not trying to be fashionable.
Yeah.
It was a matter of need. I needed cool clothes.
Okay.
So I can fit with other kids.
Yeah,
you know?
I get you.
Yeah, so I understood that. I was like, all right, cool. It blows. The second situation was I made my own pants for a scale.
Yeah.
So I used like grey denim to make
school pants.
Yeah.
And this is now still in grade 11.
Yeah, the next year. Now that's when I understand. Yeah, I saw metrikish there. Yeah. Okay. I made in Gaza and I figure late as always. This principal young bees are from the crowd. They can see you with that, man. Those are grey. But I see Gaza the scale.
Okay.
Calls me, is like, fuck off, it's like, look, as I had to send I want to uniform.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know that, no one believed that anyone can do that.
Yeah.
They would about believe they didn't believe that.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Chased me away. I found a way to come back, just jump on my fence.
Yeah.
Came back, then everyone I think then noticed me then.
Okay.
Which then, oh yeah, Tunga sharp. Then I think that's another chapter. Now everyone knows that I do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone, which means now I attracted niggas who dance. I attracted a rapper.
Yeah.
I attracted people who wanted to make clothes. Imagine I just learned this a year ago. Now you want me to teach you.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, alright, cool. Then from Scalar, I met this guy who he was fresh, you know. He was what I wanted to do. Then now that I understood what fashion was, I noticed him. Okay. Then I started shadowing him at Scalar. Yeah. After Scalar, go to your studio because he was a senior. Go to your studio, learn. Now, that's when I learned to go to, oh, so clothes you make like this. You need this. You need machines like this. You need this. You need this. That guy never verbally taught me anything because I never asked anything. Yeah, I was just a kid. Like you saw in a piece of spanner, you know, the machine. I'm like, oh, interacting with everyone coming in and out. Okay. You know, funny enough, some of those people are people that I work with now. You know,
like it's come full circle.
Young tall. Yeah. So even down kid, then that passes, that phase, Gabafana passes. I learn what I have to learn from him. Then I understood. Then okay, sharp. So basically, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, but this is. Fashion, I am not just anglali, you know. Yeah. Then from there, I tried Salonga flavor. That's when I met also a lot of cool people. Okay. Then I started understanding, oh, so people who do those things are always around each other somehow. Yeah. Flavor on the salon, no breaks when some dreads, you know, Bafana na we are cleaner when da. So everyone, I understood community then. Okay. That's when I understood community. Oh.
Community though,
yeah,
has a mouth community. I understand. So, understand.
So, community is. So, I always like to make a reference with something different.
Okay, yeah.
So, let's say as a DJ, you're a DJ when. Let's say you're a DJ. The problem is, firstly, you need to understand that it doesn't matter how good you are at all. It does not matter. Yeah. What matters is how many people do you have around you that understand that's something that you're doing. Like really, really understand about Juta. Yeah. They're like, oh, dude, you're sharp. And the next thing is persistence, the patience. You need to do it. But don't think because you feel like the game will tell you.
Yeah.
So Mawuqala uba nswembu, that's when you start attracting people who want to associate with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Whether they want to Bluetooth your talent, or they want to make you grow, or they want to, but you need to make sure that your talent like radiates to attract a lot of people who will help you build your career as a DJ.
Okay.
No one's gonna like really fuck with you because you're good with that. They fuck with you because they are close to you. They see you. Oh, he loves what he's doing.
Okay, so that's that community.
Then he's because then other people will join.
Yeah.
Then also join umuntu ozokufaka etlapini for the first time.
Yeah.
Because you believe in things, not because they believe what you're doing.
Yeah.
No,
I get you.
The only time it will matter, it's when you are doing it. Good to Nswembu or not. Now you have the stage. What then?
Yeah.
Then that's when the community when I can call a lot of people now. Friday today, Saturday. I can make a random call now. Niggas would come chill. That's community.
Okay.
Then Lauba and Labo, it's you can come. You're here. You bought a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Probably not because you like the T-shirt, but you understand what I'm doing. But now you don't have a choice to like the T-shirt.
No, I have a choice.
No,
I like this T-shirt. Hey, bro, I like this T-shirt.
I'm taller. So yeah.
Black is pirates. So anyway.
Anyway, fuck pirates. Sharp.
Breaking rules, contrast. I love that.
Yeah.
Uneo.
Sharp. Uneo lawyer. Yeah.
Let's segue.
Sharp. So Neo grows. Neo understands that. Okay. So what I'm doing basically is creative work.
Okay.
What I'm doing. That's after Scala.
Yeah.
After everything. Now I understand. What I'm doing is creative work.
Yeah.
But I still didn't really grasp it because ngiyibona kuphi.
Obviously.
Young tall. And Humour back then, social media was not a thing. The internet was not a thing.
Yeah.
So who tells you you're a creative director? Who tells you that? You don't know.
Yeah.
You're just figuring things out. You're basically doing it instinctively because you have to survive.
Yeah.
No one's teaching you. Sharp. So from Lapo, it was trying to learn that, accept it,
Yeah.
Then obviously everyone, the pressures of life, which is no one understands creative careers, especially in the hood, dog.
Yeah, no.
How do you tell your mom you want to be a creative director? What is that? Then you have to go, So of course that also happened to me because people could see, okay, this one, he likes, but then I also have to participate in this life thing, I need to put bread in the house. I need to do myself good, my family, my siblings, and all of that. So then, while doing all those odd jobs, call center, retail, you're like everyone there. Do you know at the job I got, everyone asked me, "Maba realize like what do you do?" They're like, "But why are you here?" I'm like, you're funny, dude.
Yeah.
But they never really understood, but I didn't understand also.
What they were asking.
Yeah. Until when everyone started seeing what I do, obvious, what do? They buy. Yeah. Until the whole call center now knows, this guy, we are Thunga, Then now my salary comes from me being there, not doing the job.
Not the actual job that you hired for.
Then I was like, damn, absconded. I'm like, nah, I don't need this. Then life is sharp. Then you realize what you need structure.
Of course.
Yeah, you can't just say which you're not gonna work or you're not gonna make, because you need to make money, not work. So I understood that then it was a call center.
You need to make money, not work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I understood that a call center. I was like, okay, clearly I don't need to be here. Because then now, Manglana, I'm too constrained by the script. Sale call let me finesse them my way.
Yeah.
You'll make way more money, but they don't like that. They like structure, so they can measure you against Omunyu, you know. Because Bonabai show the wing a corner lento all the time. I reached the same goal at a different route. Does not matter. I also understood that, which is, I was like, sharp. Let's take this making clothes thing seriously, you know. Then I was like, then I tried. Obviously, people would buy there and there, you know. I'd understand, okay, sharp, but it was still not enough. Then COVID hit. Dog.
COVID.
Dog.
2020. 2020.
COVID, dog. COVID, dog. COVID, dog. But the lucky thing with me was that I was already planning to do what everything happened. I think like 3 years ago, I wanted to do that 2019. You know, I was like, now it's the time. I can feel it. I can tell. Then COVID hit. Break up. Yonkindo. Like it's bad. You know. Then from that, not knowing what to do next, you know, that's when now I was like, okay, sharp. Now I'm relaxing. You know, now I'm me.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm like, okay, what now, Neil?
Yeah.
You know, then comes Sunday Foodies Market. No, before then in Ngulubeni. You know? Yeah.
Ngulubeni?
Pork house. Selling pork, nigga.
You were selling pork?
Hey, this guy.
No, Pela.
Hey, this guy.
What then Ngulubeni?
I was selling pork. So I understood which I need to make money somehow. People are not buying clothes. Who's getting married in lockdown, you know? Then I was like, sharp. Then I need to make a plan of how am I going to make money. Then selling food was one of them. Then I was like, okay, I think I can make pork nice. Then I did, you know.
Yeah.
But the factor part was that, actually the cool part first is that I posted on my status, WhatsApp status, that, so I want to do this, I just need this much amount to stock. Mais. Then this one lady was like, "Hey, dude, here's 3 clips." You know, yeah. Bought my pork trotters, cooked them, first pot burnt. What am I? I'm not a cook, dog. I'm not a cook. But from that, then I understood.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, you know, I understood that if I'm gonna cook this thing, I need to be there. I can't cook beseng zoploma now lang apart. Then from that batch, I understood. Then from there, then boom, people got it, understood it, added more things, and Ngulubeni kicked off. That's what also grew the Jehova name.
Jehova.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
That's another character.
How many characters are you dealing with? This guy.
Wait. It'll make sense. It'll make sense.
Please.
Yeah. So then now, Jehova Sharp. No, also the characters come from Facebook also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They come from Facebook.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Sharp. Then from Lap, I was like, Sharp, Jehova, we're doing this, sell pork. And then I was like, everyone now saw that how he can do it, then they can do it. Then a lot of food places started popping up. Boom. Yes. Yeah, but some even closer to me, you know. But it's life.
It's inspiration.
Yeah. Then me, instead of being kicked down by that, I was like, hey, man, there's probably now 4 or 5 people that I know that are selling food.
Yeah.
Why not bring them here to come sell here, and I make a party out of that?
Look at you turning lemons into lemonade. Look at you.
Then did that.
Yeah.
But that enter Sunday Foodies Market.
Okay.
That's when Sunday Foodies Market enters. For me, feeling like, now everyone's selling food, and I don't like competing where I can't, like, on my own see how I can be number one.
Yeah.
If I can't, then I'd rather not do it.
Okay.
Yeah, rather not. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna fight with sales, then I might not win. I'm not the most popular. Probably this is not the best, you know.
Yeah.
Then I was like, let me bring all of them here, Babylon, and then I make money from them selling food here. All I need to do is to put benches and put a DJ there. It worked.
Okay.
It worked. We did a few of those, and then those came with challenges of Makelo and calling carbs.
Okay.
You know, it was here outside even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start inside.
A lot of challenges, man, and also understanding that in as much as you can wing things, some structure is needed.
Of course.
You can wing all you want, though.
Yeah.
You can wing all you want. But then now, at some point, there's a certain structure that you need to make sure with lento yenza iyaqhubeka.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when I understood okay, sharp. Whatever that I want to go all out in is not events. Not events. So Sunday Foodies Market, back. Sighting.
Move to the side.
Yeah, no, parked it, paused it a bit. And I made my challenges why. So I was like, nothing, this is not what I want to put my all in on. You know, it's like, pause. Then come 2022-ish, 2023, that's when I was like, okay, cool. Let me allow myself to be influenced by the world around me. Then I also got open laptop, you know, YouTube. I was like, okay, let me forcefully feed myself information on YouTube about things in his tanda.
Yeah, of course.
That's when now I deeply learned about New York street culture. That's when I learned about creativity as a practice.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I learned about business. That's when I learned about yonke lentole. While chilling, dog, and you're trying to realize, dog, you're broke, you're dying. A dying dog. Yeah. That's when I was like,
Okay, so you had challenges with the market. So what were those challenges?
Challenges were different, man. It was from just putting together people who will believe in what you're doing, and everyone taking the same L's, same W's, you know, at the same time, everyone.
Yeah.
You know, not just me when it suits or another when it suits, you know.
Yeah.
Or one of my challenges now of I'm doing this thing is starting, you know, so there's going to be challenges.
Of course.
Now, Makelo and obvious, they might qual, you know, you won't know which qual or yin. But eventually I was like, okay, I can see what this thing, ne? There's something that I'm not doing right, and I can tell what this thing is not because of something I don't have me. So let me pause it, let me park Sunday Foodies Market until everything is ripe for it. You know,
Okay.
that's when I was like, okay, I need a home for everything that I'm going to do under one brand, under one thing, whether it's the clothes. Because even now, you know, I got tired of making wedding clothes, dog. Because there's creativity, but there's not much, because then now you're only listening to what your client wants. You know, you're changing it there and there, you know. You're not selling your aesthetic, you're not saying your look, you're not selling your own design language. You're making what they want, you know. And I could predict from Lapo, which, okay, so the trajectory of this is gonna go this way. At some point, it's gonna be a stalemate, you know, where I've done all. You know, it's either
So
first
like
thing,
reaching like a ceiling.
ceiling, yeah, I could see the ceiling.
Okay.
I could see from projection and understanding.
Yeah.
I could see the ceiling. I was like, so that's the best? Nah. Then I understood also, which if I'm going to try force it and do it my way, it's either I was going to try and end up breaking more rules, then it's not going to end up looking like fashion.
Yeah.
Or not fashion, man, like tradition.
Yeah.
You know, then I was like, okay, let me do something that people will want to incorporate it on what they're going to do. My own look, my own feel, my own everything. Where Mauteng blacksmith, not blacksmith, damn, not blacksmith. Mauteng anything from
Bra Mathunga.
no, what your home? Keep up.
Okay, easy.
You're not buying from Jehova. You understand? You're buying something that's part of something bigger than you, whether culture, community.
Okay.
Sharp. I needed something that's going to be a magnet for the community. I was like, okay, cool. Fashion can be that, but also nine is selling yayo. So basically, I want something that's nearly boundless. You know, boundless.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I was like, Sharp, what is that? And I was like, Sharp, because I've been working as a designer. And another problem is that you need to understand that all of these things come with imposter syndrome, because who teaches you? Who teaches you?
Whoever talks about imposter syndrome, bro?
You can tell. There's imposter syndrome, Konada. Because then now, in as much as people can see that you're dope with even this, what you're doing, but because you probably didn't do certain things that you see the guy doing that in a better way, or I don't know, way, you will feel like there's something you lack. So, because of the imposter syndrome, dude, I've never identified as a designer, I've never identified as I've only identified as someone who makes clothes.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to attach myself to fashion.
Yeah,
because I never believed what I'm doing is fashion.
Yeah.
Now I was just making cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do.
What you thought was cool.
Yeah. But then I realized which I'm gonna have to pick a struggle, pick a side, you know. Then I was like, then kona nalento le naga, I think untanga usponsor Gladwell, the 10-hour rule.
Malcolm Gladwell.
Danko,
oh man, I love that writer.
Danko, the guy's too.
I'm
And the fucked up part about even Malcolm Gladwell, I was like, I read about that book with newspaper. I was not even looking for it.
Yeah.
But because I'm a naturally curious person, I was like, then I'm like, what's the name of the book?
Which one are you talking?
10,000 hours.
No, I don't know that one.
So basically it was I think Atlias. Yes, okay. Atlias or Atlias.
We all have different experiences with Malcolm Gladwell.
Yeah. So I understood from Lapa, I learned about the 10,000 hours. I didn't understand it at the time.
Oh, wait, the 10,000 hours to perfect. Is that,
to get it right somehow.
To get it right.
Or for something to happen.
Okay, I've read about that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it was not on the book, but I get it. Okay.
So I understood that from reading that snippet Nyanaman with the star. I think they were talking about the book.
Okay.
You know, then I started understanding, because I also learned that in what's this country? I think in Canada.
Yeah.
For hockey. Yeah. They pick abantwana that are abazalwe mostly December. Because the Abantwana Labo are going to be physically stronger than any other child their same age. Young child. A person is your fan, but physically I'm older than you. Young child. They would pick kids only about Zalweda, so that their kids can be naturally strong on hockey.
Okay.
Young child. The same way in China, where they say Chinese understand math because of their language, which was deliberate also. Young child. So understanding all of those things coming I'm like, okay, so laban mele ba hlakanphele. you need to be mele ube ne plan kahle kahle mele uhlakaniphele abantu mele uhlakaniphele your industry. Basically, don't be predictable. You know, that's what I've learned from this thing. Be wrong in the way to pick kids that are stronger than.
Of course.
But according to who? You're wrong according to who? Young Tall.
Who makes the rules?
Exactly. So from understanding all of those things, I was like, okay, cool. So how do I implement these things in my life directly? You know, where I test it live.
Yeah.
Then that's why at the same time I was going to YouTube, learning about all these podcasts and everything and things that are not even happening here. You know, I sort of understood it. But in New York, when Zagala you know, who's Virgil, who's Kanye, who's all these things about Denmark, what is a creative agency, what is a creative director, what is a designer, what is influence, what is learning that while not understanding it. Because I knew at some point, whatever that I'm going to do is going to need me to understand this thing. Because I'm not trying to do this to blend in.
Yeah.
It needs to, from the get-go, hit. From the get-go, hit. Within the first 3 years.
Yeah.
It must hit.
Yeah.
Sharp. So I understood that. I was like, alright, cool. So what am I good at? Dude, don't have a choice. Been making clothes all my life. You know, so clothes. Okay, sharp. So what kind of clothes are we going to make? I like wearing a lot of black clothes. You know, I like wearing black. So naturally gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
And akona ukhumbula ukuthi also this thing I also learned it recently, where you create from what you have.
Okay.
Only.
Yeah.
No, maybe not only, but mostly. You create from what you have. So I also learned with K-Sharp, I can use my life story as a case study of implementing these things. I was like, okay, Sharp, what do I have? I get but you work with what you have. In a literal form.
Yeah.
I was like, Sharp, I have a lot of black clothes. What do I want to do? I want to do a jacket. Sharp, cut. Do a jacket, you know, wear it. People go mad, you know. I'm like, oh, Sharp, then I do more. Oh, then ba. So young talent, understanding all of that. Now I'm like, okay, Sharp, I understand this. I know it. Now what? Now you know all of these things now, you know.
Yeah.
And now, at the time, I outgrew Jehova at that time. Because I understood, for me to be this person that I want to be, you need to move a certain way.
Yeah.
You need to do things a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, Jehova, you know how that guy was on Facebook. You know, the guy was mad, you know. But I realized, I need to somehow funnel this influence, this popularity, all of this thing that comes with this thing, only the good parts, you know, the bad parts, she decided. Then I was like, let me take this, move it with. Then I was like, Sharp, let me change my name firstly. No, I had a lot of accounts. One of them I changed the name. It was Neo Relo Schmidt. Sharp, move like that for a while. Then I was like, okay, I think it's time. I actually used this black thing. I thought it was cliche, dog. Because everyone's calling themselves black, you know, black.
Black coffee.
Yeah, black. But I knew
But black, is always like, especially in black.
Yeah, I'm taller. Yeah. I knew I wanted to make this black thing, you know, like a thing. Like a thing. I need to be able to sell the word black, and you'll buy it on a t-shirt. And people do now. Yeah. I'm taller. Then I was like, also, what correlates with in black? Then you bring to K-Sharp. Who do I fuck with? Steve Biko, dog. Yeah. Black consciousness, Sharp. But I don't want to be hyper political, you know, because I know what the baddies don't like political.
You don't want to alienate other people because of your beliefs.
Thank you.
Of course.
Get me. Young tall. Yeah. I understood which I'm going to be a threat to a lot of people.
Of course.
If I'm going to move as this smart person who's moving like Steve Biko in, I'm going to be a problem. Yeah. Young tall. Yeah. And I don't want to seem like nothing about Chaman. This is Pata, you know. I read what I like.
Fucking hell, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want to be those guys, no. I wanted to understand what Steve Biko stands for.
I get
you know, but do it in a modern, cool way that if you get it, you get it, type thing. You know, if you see it, you see it. If you get it, you get it. Sharp. Then we are taking the word black. Sharp. Bah. Then I'm like, alright, cool. Then randomly, I watched this series, A New Girl.
I know. I love it. I love it.
So you know Schmidt?
I know Schmidt, of course. Like, who does not know Schmidt? Come on. If you don't know Schmidt, you don't know nice comedy.
So from watching Schmidt, I liked his character.
Yeah.
You know, he was flamboyant, you know. He had nothing to do with fashion.
No.
But his character, I could see Ugutu K-Sharp. If I can find a way to adopt this character of being not being afraid of anyone or anything, and always just being, you know, just a crack and I was like, sharp. Then I adopted that's where Schmidt comes from, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Because I know Schmidt.
So that's when the Schmidt comes from.
Okay,
You know,
nice.
which I like that guy. But also, I don't want to push black only.
Yeah.
Because then now,
that gives you the contrast, yeah. So
now
it's
we're
not
coming.
black, it's black and white.
Danko.
If you know Schmidt.
Danko and shut up. Then from
smart.
Lapo, ngabona ukuthi okay, Schmidt works, no one understands it. Basically doesn't have meaning.
Yeah.
But you're fine, no, like Ralph Lauren, you know, Paul Smith.
Yeah.
It's something or you show people are afraid of something they can't pronounce. They will respect it.
Of course.
They don't know where it comes from. If ungabona this shop isn't in Black Schmidt, you will not automatically attach it to Soweto. Will you? You will not. Wherever you see it. Unlike ufaki skipper esipalwe fesha sokubamba. You know, already.
We tell you.
So it's also trying to understand that Uguti, even when you name your brand, you need to be conscious with that because you must be able to push that shit to that top dog. You need to see that thing on an Airbus dog, like a Boeing something.
Fucking 747.
Imagine you pale fesha sokubamba on a Boeing. Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, fesha sokubamba. I was trying to figure it
so,
out.
Leontole, I understood from that. I can name it whatever I want. You know, I can name it. But I want a name that even like surpasses me as a person.
Yeah.
You know, a name that you don't know what to associate it with. You don't know. When someone sees this t-shirt, they will not know what this is.
No, they won't.
But then now you're leaving everything to them to decide.
Or to ask.
Thank you. Or because black is elegant.
Yeah.
You know, do you know black opal?
No. What is that? Black opal?
Yeah, it looks like a stone.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, if you can, probably
like,
la pants or a picture of it. Like a black opal, you know. So also liking black opal, I understand Uguti. In as much as I'm hyper black, you know, I'm hyper black, not in a racist way.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm
pro black does not mean anti-white.
Young tall.
No,
yeah,
it does not mean
like I'm hyper black, you know. But I also understand so we must finesse them also.
Yeah.
Find a way pair. So if it's so zoyange they will just see rats.
Yeah.
But then now if you try to make them do what they did to you, you know, but slow, do what they did to you, you know. But they try to influence what amateurs were trying to do in the 90s, 70s, we now do the same thing, but our struggle is different. Way different. Where as a creative, you are not taken seriously as a creative. No one will call you a creative.
But why is that?
Because
I never get that.
Because they don't know how to class it. What is a creative? Anything creative is. They don't. People ekasi, and I'm gonna mention ekasi because it's where I've spent most of my time.
That's your experience, which is
most
valid.
of my time. Yeah. They don't know how to deal with the creative. That's why you will see most of my artists musicians, artists like badlalama music or painter or they were all exploited because they didn't understand what they were.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
All they know is I can play a guitar in a very dope way. That's all they know. And they'll call you to do a song.
Yeah.
But if out, you're not credited on the song. Because it doesn't see you as that. You're a tool.
Fuck.
It doesn't see you as that. It's not that you're you just want to play the guitar. Like,
and you want your 5K.
That's why I'm at time most about Ropile most, you know, with songs, actors, movies, paintings, in Bonk about Ropile because they didn't understand what they were.
No. Let's get back to.
I'm coming there.
Yeah, let's go back there. Man.
I'm coming there. I'm coming there.
We could speak the whole time.
So from Lapo, that's
when.
I understood from Lapo, okay, sharp. I need to do this thing like that. Like, be intentional, you know? Like be intentional. And it also had to do with me working on myself as a person, as an adult,
I love that.
As a man, as a child, as a father, you know? I understood that the role that I want to take now is going to be a role that was going to be very influential. Direct or indirect, you're going to be very influential. So I understood, if also Hambangi won, anything can, you know, no one's going to look after my back, none. Then that's why you need to attach yourself to some form of higher power, whether it's God, whether it's Amadlozi, or whether it's in. Yeah, I'm taller.
Yeah.
That's when then I was like, I'm picking my fighter that was street fight. I'm like, oh Jesus, let's go. I was seeing I like.
Yeah, plus you never got Jehova.
You. Yeah, I'm tall.
Yeah.
Then I understood, okay, sharp. Also, faith sharp, also sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so I don't be a disturbed man, because you can't create when you're disturbed.
Okay.
You need to be calm, man. Your aura needs to be calm. Then you can create anything. You can't create from chaos. That's why I said I can't create anything.
Okay.
You can't create from chaos.
But it can destroy.
That doesn't matter. You can create again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm tall.
The contrast.
Yeah, well, so from that's when I was like, sharp, Blacksmith, change my name. Bah, everyone goes mad. They're like, what is Blacksmith? What is Blacksmith? Yin le Blacksmith le neo, yin le Blacksmith neo. Yin, that's when I was like, neo yin vele Blacksmith.
So, the transition from Neoga Jehova to
Bra Mathunga, sharp. So that comes with also understanding that if I'm going to create this thing called Blacksmith, you know, it will need a face that will back it up whatever happens.
Okay.
Who's that face? You know, Neoga Jehova, but now it must be a better version of Neoga Jehova. You know, basically now I had to create a character that will carry everything that is supposed to be Blacksmith. You know, the face, the voice, you know, all this thing. He needs to be a character that I can sell on its own, but as a custodian of Blacksmith.
Away from Neo, though.
Away from Neo, because I didn't want to attach myself to it.
Yes.
It's a character.
Yes.
And so sharp. Then I created the Bra Mathunga character, and I understood, okay, sharp. This character needs to be someone who's liked, you know, liked, you know. And when you're someone who's liked, you need to relate to people.
But how are you going to be liked, though?
By being relatable.
Where?
Everywhere. Be relatable.
Okay.
So Bra Mathunga is someone who makes a lot of engaging content. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's on social media.
Yes. That's why he exists, though.
Well,
That's where he exists, you know.
He existed here as well. I'm sitting with him.
Yeah, I'm told.
But okay, I get
sharp.
you. Yeah.
But he's a fictional character. He exists there.
Yeah.
So all of this has to happen there, but you need to understand what it will always trickle down to reality.
Of course,
has to.
at some point.
It has to.
Yeah.
And so sharp. Then this guy, Bra Mathunga, became that person. I was like, I need to be this person who is intentionally being this. Intentionally be this.
I bet you were a menace, bro.
I know.
Bra Mathunga.
Dog.
The inception of Bra Mathunga was a menace.
Chaos. No. I think they understood, Uguti. I understood, Uguti, firstly, I need to make noise on my own. As this character, make noise, you know, besides Blacksmith. Make noise with this. And then with that, there will come a lot of things. And when I talk, if you can affect people emotionally, good or bad, they will remember you.
Touch their heart.
Better.
Touch their heart.
Then I was like, firstly, send a lot of friend requests to girls only, no niggas. Like 1,000 friend requests, dog. 2 weeks. Friend requests. A lot of girls.
Yeah.
That's why now most of my clientele, it is girls.
Okay.
Because I'm a chance I'm saying in Batla, but not that much.
Yeah.
You know, but then now
girls they buy clothes.
Because Batandi is into it. Young tall.
Oh, hi, sisters.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, one.
Yeah.
So from Lapo, I understood, okay, women will move anything. They move anything because when women like something, they like it. Young tall. So I basically had to create this guy also who's going to be liked by women.
Okay.
Young tall.
Yeah.
This guy is going to be liked by women, pro everything, pro in. And now, women don't like instability also. So this guy must not be the menace or a menace.
Yeah.
So from when the menace happened, then I toned it down.
I realized actually.
Then I'm like, now everyone's watching. I'm like, now everyone's watching. That's why then people will say what they don't know, or they can't tell how or when Blacksmith blew up because I was not pushing it. I was being.
You were embodying it.
I was being.
Yeah.
Young tall. I was not pushing it. I was not posting this to say if I find it, buy it. No. I made it. Nah, if you want it. If you want it, come. You never like this. I'm like, sharp. Okay, buy it. Nah. You know, I didn't even want to make t-shirts, dog. I don't like the idea of local brand t-shirts. I hate it. I hate it. Because then now any random person can have a brand.
Yeah.
Fesha sokubamba. So that's another thing where I was not moving like someone who's pushing a brand, you know. All I was doing was I was being daily, building this thing, recording videos, posting.
But now, that's probably the hardest part.
It is.
To be.
Yeah.
Because people can't grasp that. How to be.
That's when
we always want to perform for the crowd, but we are not being.
No. Do you watch anime?
Of course. Japanese.
Naruto. Do you know Naruto?
No, I don't know Naruto.
Yeah. So Naruto, there's an ability called Kenjutsu.
Okay.
Where you affect someone's mind, you use it, and they do what you want or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I did the same thing to myself.
I see.
Yeah, like put myself under a trance, Kenjutsu, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, now what you want, you will get it after 5 years, though. Put myself on this Bra Mathunga blacksmith in a trance. You know, that thing. Put myself under that, a spell. Because you have to, dog. You can't wake up not knowing who's going to buy this thing and be normal. You can't. You'll die. You can't, dog. You need to be delulu. Like, delulu, dog. You need to believe it. Like, believe.
You know, that is a very good thing that you're saying, because I read, I think this week as well, someone was saying they were completely delusional.
Yep.
No one believed, no one said anything, but they were so completely delusional that it became a success.
Yes.
But no one believed.
They will not. And
you
don't expect them to. Don't expect them to. Do not.
Okay.
First, you must, that's why lentally so. It's understanding who you are, what you are, why you are.
But this is the thing, no. It's very difficult. Like,
that's why I'm saying it now. This is it. Understand why you are, what you are, who you are. Yeah. Accept it. Dog, I'm a guy from Soweto, whether I like it or not. Yeah. However dope I can look, however, expensive cognac I can drink, baddest girl I can have.
Yeah.
Fact is, my background is a guy from Soweto, Shawela. Grew up there, bred there, made money there, My kid is from up the road even, So, so you have to accept, which sharp, dog. You're a nigga from a cast, whether you like it or not, dog. Whether you like it or not, you're a nigga from a cast. So you need to move with that and accept that you are. You are that. You come from a background that's not good. Accept that. If you lose and think you deserve better, you don't. Who must give you better? So accept with Sharp, I'm this guy, I'm gonna next see, okay Sharp, how do we get something? Then create something of value that people will give you money for.
I see.
Create something of value. Okay. Anything. It doesn't have to be clothes. It doesn't have to be ugudla. Anything that's of value. If someone was shooting content of what we're doing now, they can create their own channel just posting BTS.
Yeah.
Young Tall, different BTS, and people will watch it.
Of course.
Young Tall.
Someone is always interested.
As long as you have something of value, people will always want that.
We could talk the whole thing.
Sharp.
We could talk the whole thing now.
So,
I want to get an understanding a little bit of what are your thoughts or your opinions about the creative space, not only in Soweto, where you've identified as being in, but Soweto, Joburg, South Africa,
Cape Town,
Africa, the world. I know it's a big question.
Damn.
But I want to get your thoughts, because I feel like there's some intel that we can get here.
I think, Lentole, like I'm going to say, dog, Lentole, it starts with that. Understand yourself, why you are, blah, 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 what I said.
Yeah.
Then, once you understand that, you are going to accept, understand why, like, it trickle it down to why are you good with that? Why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Then you'll understand, okay, you're good with hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
If now I can be good at that, I can draw. That's why creatives are multidisciplinary.
Yeah.
Young Todd.
They don't focus on one.
Because then now you focus on the process.
Yeah.
That's what you copy.
Oh.
Not the end product.
The process is the most important thing.
I can draw with fabric. As long as I understand what drawing is. What am I good at? Sharp, I'm good with fabric and machine. So I can literally draw a picture with fabric. And now drawing it's the same thing. It's art.
Yeah.
Sharp.
Yeah.
So the problem with, I think I'm going to start with Soweto.
And then
Sharp. The problem with Soweto, like I said, people don't acknowledge what creativity is, or if you can live you know,
of creativity.
Yeah, a lot of people see me, you know, they're like, how the fuck is he doing that? But now they understand, you know.
Okay,
but yeah, now they understand.
But they didn't understand.
They don't get it. But when umuntu sharp when this into Yazama, but they don't know why you're doing it or how you're doing it.
Okay.
So then now the young kids who are watching me, they don't know how I'm doing that. Bona the babu manje guys who's doing dope things, looking cool, drinking expensive alcohol, you know, in baddies sometimes, you know. They don't get it how it happens.
Yeah.
They don't get it, because no one teaches them, because no one taught us. We don't know how to teach.
It was instinctive.
Thank you. It happens instinctively, yonke lentole. So if you come out as a creative, they need to put you in some box. What are you? What are you?
Are you an artist? Are you a fashion designer? Are you okay?
Put you there. We MC. Put you there. Go there. We DJ. Go there. No one is moving like, okay, I'm a multidisciplinary creative that might DJ, that might draw, that might have a clothing brand and actually make the clothes yourself and do all of this and do all of this, and they don't believe it's possible because ukhumbula ukuthi bayakwazi iza nonyathwa le ntwana le ngiyaqava yasekhaya yakhe. But now he doesn't believe you can. Not that he thinks you are wise, he doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah.
Yebo munye umuntu ophuma wherever. So ukhumbula ukuthi then now people don't want to proudly wear the badge here, creative or whatever. They don't want to wear it.
Yeah.
They'd rather call themselves something else, hairdresser, designer, you know, what. And then problem is in South Africa then it's like it's still controlled by white people because the narrative is still controlled by them. So in as much as they can recognize when as a creative, they know how to use you. They've been doing this. That's why they engineered. Yeah. So if when you don't know how to rise on your own, you are in shit. You need to be able to rise on your own, where to believe that there can be a creative studio in Soweto that does actual agency work. But first you must move like one, Piti Lulu again.
Okay. And then let's move on to
Piti Lulu.
The continent.
Yes. The continent is that we don't believe other Africans are smart as us.
Whew.
We don't. We think we're it. We think we're him in South Africa. That's the problem. We think we're him.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't believe Wuti. There's a guy in Ethiopia who thinks exactly like me. Who's exposed to same things exactly like me. There are bakona. But just that Tina, we were.
I know it's a bad word to use, nah? But I'm gonna say we were privileged.
Yeah, bo. I was about to say that.
Some sort
I was looking for a word, man.
Yeah,
I was looking for a word.
No. We
were privileged.
Yeah, there's some sort of privilege with being South African.
Because Tina were colonized by Ingamla.
Exactly.
You know? So Ingamla turned into nice, you know.
Yeah.
My Portuguese and my Spanish people didn't care about those other niggas
No.
up there. La Babala, they understood that we represent them, so we need to look and talk like them and represent them.
In the way that they see us. Okay. Yeah.
They understood that.
Yeah.
That's why about colonize whatever.
Yeah.
Sharp. But then now, we don't believe because they don't talk like us. They don't think like us. We think they don't. Hence we struggle with intercontinental collaboration.
So cross-regional collaboration.
Yeah. Then I think internationally, that's when they're milking it there. That's when they're milking it there. The creative industry there, it's what's making money. Yeah. Rappers are creatives.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. How could they not be? Musicians are creatives, bro.
Dog, I was watching a podcast called Lil Wayne, you know?
Yeah.
For the first time after so many years. You know, he had a cent, I think last month or last week.
Okay.
You know, listening to him, you understand that's why he was big, guys.
Yeah.
Not because unale voice yake, you know?
Yeah.
He understood what he was doing. That guy would write. He was intentional with how he was writing.
Okay.
He wanted it to be that.
Okay.
He was not sure which Kenya rap and no. He was smart. He was intentional. But because when I want to petit lean or skip a singaga or you don't think he's that smart that he actually planned it.
Yeah.
You don't think he's that smart.
You don't think there's a strategy behind this.
Thank you.
You just think it's been winged.
Thank you. You see, even now, even my Tambuzila when we spoke, you were sort of shocked.
Yeah.
You know, you were shocked because you're like, I'm like, what the fuck? You don't. That's why you don't see a lot of this.
Yeah.
You might see a lot of local brands, but you don't see a lot of this where there's actual influence.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people laughed at me when I told them, which I'm gonna make a brand. I'm gonna sell black clothes only. Laughed at me.
It sounds far-fetched.
It is.
You are Delulu.
That's the breaking the rule. That's breaking the rule, dog.
Right.
Yeah. So I think, but one of the things I wish people from, I think, again, I'm going to say Soweto, is for them to take themselves seriously.
Okay.
In everything they do.
Yeah.
Do you know how frustrated I get with artists, dog? Because now I'm this brand, you know, that does it. So people are attracted to it, you know.
Yeah.
They are from whether TikTok, they're attracted to it. They want part of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes they come here and I'm like, the problem is me, I understand what you are. I can tell what you are. And if me bega at Spotlight, you won't perform. You will not perform.
And why is that?
Because most of them are not as good as they think they are.
Oh.
Because they move with, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, they move with, I'm good. They don't let people decide what they are.
I see.
People should decide what you are, who you are. We can shoot this, but no one watches it, and you think it's dope.
Yeah.
Then it's not.
Yeah.
Believe it's not.
Do you think creativity or the creative space, or you being creative and creating shit, do you think that is spiritual? Do you think that comes from somewhere, it's channeled from somewhere inside of you? Or do you think it's just anything that anybody can do?
Yo, what such deep questions, dog?
Come on, it's not a deep question.
Fucking hell, dog. Ask me about baddies.
I didn't want to go there. I want to give you some
I'm
shit
joking,
to
man.
go
I'm
on
joking,
with.
man.
Fuck you.
So how I see it, is that there's a frequency. I know it sounds cliche, it sounds chakra-hanish.
No.
It sounds...
Hey. Please, stop apologizing for rubbish.
Dog.
Be you.
It sounds like, my problem is that to anyone, it sounds like gibberish. When you tell people about frequencies and energy, they're like, oh, what are you talking about? But then now, you understand that, if you can always tap into the same energy you tapped into when you did something dope, learn how to tap into that frequency. You can, mentally you can. I
love that.
So
it's energetical, this thing.
It is spiritual. It is, it's all of that.
Yeah.
So what you learn that everything is a frequency. All you need to learn is to learn the 99.2 or 99.4.
Yeah. What is your frequency that lets you create at the level you want to?
Damn, I don't have a name for it. But what I understand
no, I mean, that's what you're saying, basically.
So mine, how it is, how I figured, so there's one formula for everything. For everything. So basically, maybe ngaba just for like a graph,
Yeah,
with points everywhere.
Yeah.
So what I learned with also trying to understand what's this, astrophysics, understanding that's why I learned it actually,
Love astrophysics.
Yeah. I learned that there's a certain curve where everything, if you put the formula on everything, it will work. Even if you change some variables, it will work.
Yeah, but the formula remains the same.
The same.
The formula remains the same. It's the variables that change.
If then now I want to make content that will bring me more money, I need to watch. Okay, what kind of videos get more attention or in? Then you learn. Okay, maybe my video that are shorter than 15 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Sharp, take that. Okay, why did this video work? Maybe because it was me or a person, or maybe just the clothes. So you look at those analytics on your own. We are born. Okay, this one performed because le inami. Okay, sharp. So I need to be in the video for 15 seconds. Okay, what am I doing? Showcase what you're doing. So that's why I'm about most of my content. It's me actually doing something.
Yeah, I saw the last one I saw.
Young Todd, I'm making this cap.
Like literally. Hand.
So you have to you roll out your product needs to be that. You need to understand that.
Yeah.
From content you plan part of the content will be me making this.
Yeah.
That's the advert you call making it, posting it, and then Lapo they all sold out without even forcefully promoting it. All I did was post a video of me making a cap. And other videos, Naila, put it there. Didn't say how much is this, but they sold out.
Yeah.
I think you see it. Same that so it's part of the formula layer.
Okay.
Just change the variables into the same thing and then it will hit. Change, it will hit. So there's a frequency though.
Alright. Wait. How much time do we have? Okay, we have 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
Inspire people, bro. Inspire the young people that come behind us.
Damn.
That see you and go, fuck, now Bra Mathunga, here's Black Schmidt, here's Neoga Jehova. What would you say to someone that's looking at you and is inspired by you? What would you say to them to push them to get where they need to go?
Make it exist first. You'll make it beautiful after.
Hey, man. Hey, this is a good I can't even say anything more after that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Blacksmith, Bra Mathunga, Jehova. Based Eshawela Bafethu Blacksmith. It's been amazing. Look, I have no words, right? But we'll see you in the next one. Nant.
Peace out.
Yeah. Obvious. The codes.